Okay, welcome everybody to Norris Searle Field at Frothingham Stadium at the lovely campus of Dover-Sherborn High School. We bring you today the Dover-Sherborn Lady Raiders are taking on a team from Woburn. And next to me I have the multi-talented Eric Green and Dana White doing play-by-play in color. So Dover-Sherborn comes in surprisingly with a 5-0 record, and I don't think anybody in their wildest dreams would imagine that. What do you think, Eric?
It's a good start to the season. We'll see if they can carry the momentum from the big Scituate win on Thursday, 11-9. We understand from a Woburn source that record is no indication of how good this team is. They're 2-3. They've had some tough losses they play against Burlington and Winchester and some of those tough teams up north. So it should be a great game.
Yeah, and you know, they're in a position right now where the next win is going to put them right there knocking on the tournament, qualifying for the tournament, which I thought going in was going to be a tall task, but looks like they're right on the cusp of it. So,
some of us were a little more optimistic than you were, Tom.
Well,
I believe these girls were going to make tournament from the very beginning.
I'm a realist, so I'm going to pass it off to Dana and Eric and pay attention to my filming duties. So we'll be right back in a minute.
Well, the Lady Raiders are looking really strong this year, really on the backs of the whole team. I think the surprise this year is how evenly they're all playing. Every game there's at least 4 or 5 girls putting goals in the net, which makes it really hard for the other team to key on one player and shut them down. You shut down one player and someone else is going to pop up and put the ball in the net. So I think the key to the game is to continue to work that around. I think defense will be a little tougher today with Molly Brock on the bench with an injury after the last game. So it'll really be to the other defenders to step up and take that leadership role in the back of the field. So it should be a great game. See if we can keep that unbeaten streak going.
Okay, how about starting lineups there, Mr. Green?
Oh, starting lineups. Do I have to go through Woburn too? Oh, God.
See who's on the field?
See who's on the field. All right. We got taking the face-off. It looks like Nora Clemmer's going to be taking the face-off.
You know what, though? If you're going to call a girls' game, honey, you got to call it a draw.
A draw.
It's a draw.
I'm sorry, it's a draw.
Game.
Oh, I see. It's a draw. Jeez. I'm being chastised early. Okay.
That's all right.
Starting on offense, Holly Birchman, number 2. Nell Green, number 14. Ellie Smith, number 5. What do we got
in the circle, your 2 attack wings are Devin Laidman, number 3, and number 15, Mallory Stewart. Nora taking the draw. Your D wings, your defense wings, Olivia Wayne, number 9, Alex White, number 4, and in the back, behind the restraining line, 16, Kate Masterson, 18, Molly McGill, and number 12, Izzy Parizeau. Putting up the wall in front of our goalie, senior Cricket Weems.
All right, here we go.
All right, Nora is a really strong center. She controls quite a number of the draws. You'll see her extension as she goes up to pull the ball down. We'll see how evenly matched she is with the center. Their center is that's her strongest
That's number
player, right,
16, Allie Santillo, who supposedly got a full ride at UNH.
This should be a good center draw then. Goes over to Alex White, who gets a stick on the ball. Double teaming her right from the outset, Holly and Devin. Really strong defense in the transition area. That's great. Great block by Nora. See if they come up with that ball. Take care of the ball! So, like in any sport, it's really the team that controls the ball that wins the game. Those who are going to keep the ball in their stick have a much better chance of putting it in the net. So Kate Masterson bringing it up the right side, looking for players on transition. She's got Olivia Wayne swinging it over to the other side where she has Nell on the left. Alex White up at the top. She's going to drive in and unfortunately puts it right at the goalie. Good marking up though on the clear. It's really important not to give the goalie an easy clear out to your defenders. That's why a lot of times, especially, oh, nice check by Devin. Once the goalie leaves she has 10 seconds to leave the goal circle on a clear. Once those 10 seconds are up, she is allowed to go on the field, but then she becomes just another field player, and she is able to be checked just like any of the players on the field. Nice defense by Molly. Great ball. Swing it over to Alex. Changing the field just like you would in a soccer game. Great pass.
Wide open, wide open. Oh.
Devin's challenging. I like the shots though. The past few games, it's taken them a few minutes to get going and get those first shots off.
Yeah,
the fact that they're getting
start.
those shots off right away, and Nora should put that
Goal.
in. Nice first goal. I think it's the first game in a while where they've scored first, if I'm right.
I think you're right.
They were
It's nice
down.
to see them.
They were down 2-0 to Scituate and then came back. So it's nice to see an opening goal.
Right, and obviously in the Hopkinton game, it took them 15 minutes to get that first one in the net. So it's nice to see them starting off the game with the first one in.
Dana, what do you typically like to see? It seems like we've, I like when we set up and roll it around the behind the net and move the ball around. It looks like they've driven to the net early here, and that could be good. We're up 1-0, but typically, what do you like to see?
Well, I think this team is so athletic. What they try to do is run it towards the net on a fast break. Because defenses tend to be pretty strong, if you can get that fast break and put it in the net before the defense sets up, it's great. What a smart team does, which I think our team is pretty good at, is, so this is a fast break right now, Nora to Devin, but she didn't have a shot.
So she slowed it down.
And the smart team
up front.
then pulls out, doesn't take the shot, as did Olivia. She challenged, the defense held, and she pulled out and was patient. Another nice shot by Nora.
goal.
Left-handed shot, which is great because, as you saw, the goalie was really favoring the left side of the cage, and which left a lot of space open because Nora's a righty, but she was able to switch hands and put that in left.
And it's 2-0 Nora.
It's 2-0. I love it. Well, Nora is one of our top goal scorers.
Nora 2, Woburn 0.
But I can guarantee you, if they start queuing in on Nora, that's
Yeah,
just
we'll
gonna
move the ball
open up
around
someone
and-
else around. But to go back to your question, really, you're trying to challenge on that fast break, and if you have the opportunity,
Have an open shot,
great.
take it.
And if you don't, pull it out and then work it around. And as they've shown the past few games, they have a pretty strong group in stick skills, so being able to work it around the cage.
Woburn with a good draw and
Very
quick
good.
penalty on DS. Woburn bringing the ball up. Really their first time on offense.
We'll test that defense now.
Yeah.
So what you'll see is, so all the girls are marked up, not necessarily on a girl, but on a position. So as the Woburn team moves it around, our girls will pick up whoever the open ball is. The key here is they're communicating. They're yelling who has ball. And then if someone challenges, they're collapsing into at least a double team. And then the next defender will slide open. Nice defense. So
And a
Alex
good save.
slid over, and Cricket made a really nice save. She has a nice clear out to Molly,
Out to Molly.
who sees Mallory. Olivia, this is
Really nice
where-
passing. Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, good check from behind by Woburn.
Yeah, very nice check. I was just going to say, DS has done a really nice job this year of those transition passes, moving the ball up the field, because it's much faster to throw the ball than to run it. Nice double team by Nell and Devin. Unfortunately, she reached in a little bit. In the girls' game, there's an imaginary bubble around their head.
And Nell just burst it.
And Nell reached in a little too much. So you can play defense with your stick upright, but if you lean in and get into that bubble, they're going to call you.
Tom, it's very helpful to have Dana here who actually understands the girls' rules. We can comment all we want, but it's very helpful to really understand.
Great defense.
You don't hear me saying anything.
No, well, that's good, Tom.
Well, it's nice to have you, Dana.
Dana, can you give us a sense of when they call shooting space? It seems it's very hard for me to totally grasp what they're saying when they call shooting space.
Let's see how
yep,
this.
see how this. Oh, ooh.
Great. So.
Yep.
So shooting space, it's really a safety penalty. The bottom line is you cannot act as a second goalie.
Okay.
So if you're a defender, you cannot go between the ball and the goal where you would be drilled by the ball if the girl shot. So if you are sliding over to pick up a girl, you have to pick them up with your stick first, and you pick them up on the diagonal. If you go straight between the girl and the goal, you'll end up being called for shooting space. A lot of times if they're trying to double team, that's the hardest time to not be called for shooting space because you're sliding over to help pick up that girl who's driving the goal.
Tight defense here. DS keeping them outside.
The thing that frustrates a lot of spectators, I think, is that shooting space is not a held whistle. So let's say that if Woburn had been driving a goal and we were called for shooting space, and yet they still put the ball in the net, the goal does not count.
Right.
So it comes back out and they get an 8-meter shot. And that's really a safety thing. They don't want to give incentive to the offense.
But it does seem unusual that when a girl scores and
right.
we've caused a penalty, that they then have to reset for a free shot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's really they don't want to give incentive to the attackers to take that shot no matter what.
And there was an interesting call in the Scituate game, Dana, where the girl actually got a penalty for aggressive shooting, follow through. Like we had position on defense and the girl shot, and they actually called a yellow card on her for it. Is that an aggressive shot or is that just
dangerous propel or dangerous follow through? Ooh, that is someone without cleats on, I think. Yes, if you're in again, it's a safety thing. They want to really what they're trying to do is keep helmets off the girls' game, and one of the ways to do that is to make sure they're calling safety penalties very tightly, and that would be one of them. Not sure why. Devin had a bracelet on.
Oh.
So she just brought that over to the sideline.
Is there a card for that?
No, I think she just realized it. I think there might have been a false start on the defense on that shot. Nice, nice save and nice pickup by Alex White.
Alex White picks it up,
So
carries
see if she
out.
can use that speed. She does have great transition
nice
passes.
pass.
Nice catch by Mallory in traffic. Mallory bringing it down, looking for Holly, just outside her reach. But good follow through by Holly. Now these guys will double team.
Push on Birchman going the other way.
Yep. Now again, these guys have been playing really strong defense on transition too. So Izzy just slid over to double team on the transition, which is great. Force those bad passes as Kate just picked off one. She is such a great defender. Nice move to Nell.
Nell
just little
lost
low
the
pass.
handle.
Little low. Great defense. Come on, Izzy, stay with that. This girl's fast.
Number 1, Jen English for Woburn. Has the ball.
So what you see, they just forced her to her left hand, which is clearly not her strong hand.
And a nice check, too.
A lot of our strong girls are really just as strong on their left and their right hands, like Holly right now. Switched to her left.
Good left hand.
Thought she had Mallory, didn't quite have an open pass. So
I'd like to see him set up here, take a
Yeah.
little time with this.
I think they're going to.
Yep, here we go. Ball behind the net.
So one of the things you'll see is they'll work it around, waiting for the cutter. Although that was a nice crease roll by Holly. So in the girls' game, it's just like basketball. If the ball goes out of bounds on the sidelines, it's whoever threw it out. There's a change of possession on a shot. If it goes out of bounds, it's whoever gets to the end line first keeps possession. Not sure what that call was, but went our way. Their coach didn't seem too happy about it. Nell on the crease roll. Triple team that sees the open girl. Couldn't quite hold on to it, but it was a really nice feed. A little bit of a swing. Again, so many of these fouls are all about safety. They want to make sure that girls are in control. Wow, big pass by number 16.
It actually worked over midfield. Woburn's got possession.
And Molly running with her nicely. Nell picking her up as well. Yeah, it's tough because sometimes the girls will actually check themselves as that attack player came through. Kate Stick was there. But usually that call will go against the defense, even if it was the offensive self-check. So Woburn now trying to set up to move it around.
Molly McGill, really tight defense there. Ball down. Woburn maintains possession.
Nora keeping her out.
Yeah.
Great. A lot of times here you're just trying to make them make the mistakes. Izzy playing really tight defense over there. So their sticks are up, Alex and Devin.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the girl.
Beautiful.
Number 16, nice stick check.
Beautiful.
Kate?
Kate is such an athletic player.
She's awesome.
You can tell she's a great basketball player, and a lot of that training translates.
Easy turns on the motor.
Yep, nice transition pass to Ellie Smith, who looks up. Sees Nell. Doesn't use her. Yes, she does. Some great speed on Nell as well. She goes in, goes left, and puts it right in. Great, great shot. Beautiful transition and great left-handed shot by Nell Green. That is exactly what you want on your attackers, where they can score from the left or the right with equal.
So I guess to your point earlier, when there is a lane and it's wide open, you might as well drive to the net.
Absolutely.
You don't need to set up if they're giving you that lane.
No, and because a lot of times defense is so strong, and most of the teams that we play have great defense.
Yeah,
it's much easier to pass through that defense before they've set up.
Well, and it seems early. I don't know. Let's hope it holds up this way. But it seems early. We're having no trouble getting it out of our defensive end when we get a turnover, and Woburn's struggling. We're doing good to double team when they're trying to break it out of their end.
Yeah, I haven't seen that as much in the previous games.
So here's a good example right here. We got double team.
That was a
Holly steals, and we got a wide
play
open.
By Holly. And Mallory's bringing it right in.
Wide
She's
open.
going to juke the goalie.
Oh.
Nice, beautiful defense by Holly, though. They double teamed her. She had her stick up, got the knockdown, kept possession.
Good save by the goalie on Mallory there.
But wasn't able to clear it. I think again, we're really, a lot of girls say that I like to play attack. I don't like playing defense. But what you see on our girls here is even on the attack end of the field, as soon as that ball is in Woburn's hands, we are on defense. And if you can keep possession, nice feed from Devin and a shot by Nora.
Great shot.
That's I think Nora's hat trick.
That's
right?
a hat trick. 3 of the 4 for Nora, and timeout Woburn. You want to take a break, Tom? We got a timeout here.
That's a great idea. We'll be right back, folks.
My mother used to say a long time ago, whenever there would be any really catastrophe that was in the movies or on the air, she would say, always look for the helpers. There will always be helpers, even just on the sidelines. That's why I think that if news programs could make a conscious effort of showing rescue teams, of showing medical people, anybody who is coming into place where there's a tragedy, to be sure that they include that. Because if you look for the helpers, you'll know that there's hope.
After a timeout.
Commentating.
Oh, we are having a great time.
Dave, feel free to come in here.
come on in if
Yeah,
you want.
come on in. You
Yeah,
want a mic?
We've got Dave Latham, another former president of Dover-Sherborn Girls Youth Lacrosse over there, spectating from the skybox here. The other thing that we're starting to reap the benefits of at this level is the youth players who've all been playing now since third grade.
And much of that is attributable to Dave Laidman and Dana White,
Well,
because that's where it
Just the
all
fact
came
they've
from.
been playing, and a lot of them play year-round. I think, I don't know the exact numbers, but quite a number of our girls play year-round, and
It makes a big difference.
it is. Have that stick in your hand 12 months a year is very different than 3 months.
Thank you for switching.
All right. So now
Are we good? We're going? All right, we're live.
you're live. So now what you're seeing on the circle is Abby is winning the draw in terms of the ball is
Ooh.
heading in her direction. Nice pick by Mallory. So the ball is heading in her direction, so all of the girls
Push
will line
on.
up on the circle.
Push on Woburn. DS retains
So
possession.
she sees Ellie right there. Ellie. Ellie, another of those players that plays year-round.
Who's Ellie play for? Is she a Mass Elite player as well?
She's a
then?
Rev player.
Rev player. All right.
There's quite a number of great programs around the area now, which only makes the game better. And they all have their strengths, and the good thing is so many of our girls have the opportunity to play year-round. So she puts it off to Olivia Wayne, who's just been having a great season so far, both defensively and on the attack end. So Nora cutting through. The girls do have some plays that they set up, although I don't think they've called one right now, where they know what position they're on.
They called number 4
did they
often
call
in the
4?
Situate game,
Yeah.
and they stack up a whole bunch on one side and then cut them through.
Right.
That was a pretty good cut. Nice save by the goalie. Really nice save.
Most of these plays, they're designed. Oh, they're going to deputize. Okay, so what they've just done is when they're not confident with the goalie's clear, she can put the ball down in the goal circle, and another player, a field player, she has to exit the circle, and then a field player can come in and grab that ball. Mallory there she is. There she has it. Goes left, sees Holly down the side, who feeds Nora, who now has a fast break. Almost. Had Ellie down the side, so because Nora saw 2 Woburn girls collapsing on her, and rather than trying to go 2-on-1, she saw Ellie off to the right. I like the vantage point up here. You can really see the
all
play.
the plays developing
Absolutely.
and everything else, sure.
Shit. Using Nell on the side. The girls' stick skills have really been something to count on so far this year, and you saw that at the end of the Situate game where they basically killed the clock for 2 to 3 minutes, moving it around and making no unforced errors, which is exactly what you need to do around the cage. So Nora will have
Plenty of room for a
position.
free shot on this one, I think. They're not going to be able to collapse soon enough, are they, Dana?
No, they're on the hash marks around the fan.
Yep.
Nora, I think probably number 8 down to the left of the cage, but
And goal.
Nora puts one in. Having a great game, senior Nora Clemmer. 4 of our 5 goals so far, attributed to the captain.
9 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the first half. Dover Raiders 5, Woburn 0. It's been a pretty dominant performance so far.
All right, so they're lining up again. The girls obviously think that the ball is going to head over towards Abby's side of the circle, which is why 3 out of the 4 are lined up over there. And that's
And it
exactly
goes
what
that way
happens.
again. Well, it's funny, in the Situate game, they had a very strong face-off person, and they were winning the draw towards the offensive direction, but we were getting a lot of them because we were lined up there. So I guess it doesn't really matter if the other girl's stronger and wins the face-off if we've got good position to pick it up.
Exactly. Good double team by Olivia and Alex. Olivia drops back off to pick up the girl. Nora's now has her as she's trying to roll around the. Oh,
that was a nice cut.
That was a beautiful cut by number 16. All of our defenders were concentrated over where the girl was rolling around the crease, and
that number 16 is
through.
Ali Santillo, the one that they said was.
So a lot of times what will happen is if one of their players starts dominating the game, we will actually put one of our girls solely on that player. That's what happened in the Hopkinton game. Hopkinton has a very strong player in Tess Chandler, and Coach Newton put Kate Masterson, who's a top-notch defender, on Tess and really took her out of the game. So on that draw, the rule is that the ball has to clear their shoulders. It has to go at least above shoulder height. So once the ball is set in their sticks, they cannot move until that whistle blows. Both girls are in position. That one was a clear draw. Olivia Wayne coming up with it. As you just said, Eric, even though the ball is going in Abby's direction, we've been able to control a couple of these draws by being in the right place. Devin Laidman over to Nora. Nice cut by Holly, but she doesn't have anything, so she smartly pulls back out. See how they do in their patience. So what you see them doing as they work it around is they're using their outside hand. They're catching with the right, throwing with the left, or vice versa, depending on which direction it's going, because you're trying to keep it away from the defender.
Keeping the ball outside the box. I was working on that drill with my third-grade boys.
Exactly.
It's not as easy with third-grade boys as it is with high school girls, let me tell you.
Oh, interesting.
What's that called?
They called cradling in the sphere. So not only can you not reach in defensively into that sphere, but you can't, you as an offensive player, you can't cradle in that sphere because it would be, the defender would have no opportunity to get the ball back. So that's actually a foul, and it was called on Olivia, which is why it was given back to Woburn. Izzy playing great
tight defense, double
now
team.
They're double teaming her, which is fabulous.
Devin moving in, triple teaming. Girl's going to have to get rid of the ball.
Which means she's going to be called for. Oh, wow, I thought she was going to get called for a charge, but Devin was actually called for a push. Oh, great defense, Molly!
Molly McGill and an interception. Got Holly.
Saw that coming.
And a great pass and finish.
Oh, wow.
Well done. Very nice assist by Holly Birchman.
Yep, started with Molly McGill's
interception. Goal by Mallory Stewart. Play all started by Molly McGill.
Yeah, a lot of times if you double team on defense, that pass that comes out of the double team is not going to be a very good pass. And if you're a heads-up defender like Molly is, she sees that opportunity to pick off a pass as it's coming out of the double.
Caroline Bono coming in for Liz Smith, offensive replacement. Nice to see the Raiders starting to cycle in some of their other players.
Yeah, and if you were watching the Situate game, I think we got a sense of how fast Caroline Bono's shots are. That was an unbelievable 8-meter shot that she took.
Very impressive.
So Devin Lehman controlling the draw. Sees Alex White across the field. Alex is going to challenge.
Driving.
It doesn't have anything.
Pulling it out.
Swings it over to Caroline and to Holly.
Oh, nice pass to Devin Laidman. Great cut. Goal.
So with 6:45 left in the half, the Raiders up 7-1. So they're going to switch things around a little bit. Mallory Stewart going to be taking the draw now, putting Nora over on the circle. Mallory took quite a number of draws in the Situate game.
Are Mallory and Nora pretty much all we have
No,
for
actually,
the face-off, or do we have
well,
some other girls to take
in
them
the
as well?
Hopkinton game, one of Coach Newton's excellent adjustment is she actually moved Hannah Crowley to center for the draws.
Yes,
Hannah,
I understand Hannah's out. It's a school trip to
Costa
somewhere
Rica.
south, but it is and Elizabeth Ogilvy as well.
Right. So we
Are
have
they
two
both
of our
in Costa
girls-
Rica?
Two of our girls who are down with a couple of the chemistry teachers working on environmental issues in a international student summit, and as a school-oriented trip.
Alex White with a great defensive play in front to knock the ball away. And Izzy Perizzo carrying up the wing. Good pass to Nell Green.
And great communication. So Nell actually called Nora off. Nora thought the pass might have been to her, but Nell calling her off. Great feed
Oh,
to
they're
Holly.
moving the ball well here.
So they'll set up
Taking
again.
some time to set up behind the net.
So one of the changes that's come into the girls' game in the past 10 years or so is the idea of offsides. So what you see is there is a restraining line at the 30-yard line, and your team has to have 4 girls behind that restraining line. So it's usually your back 3 defenders and one of your defense wings.
And you can have you can have a defenseman carry it up as long as somebody else stays back, and then they can
Absolutely.
switch. Correct?
And
Yeah,
they
we
are-
got called. Unfortunately, in the Situate game, we had a tough offsides call against us.
Right.
And I think Liz Smith carried the ball up, and she thought somebody was staying back for her and didn't.
Exactly. Their defense is looking good. They really are keeping their
They're
Woburn players from
locking them
making
down.
good cuts. And they're also wow, that was good good instincts by Kate. The Woburn player really just telegraphed what she was doing.
Trip. Trip on Woburn. Kate will retain possession.
Now, so while she's waiting during that free position, she's looking at who's open. She sees Izzy standing there wide open and gets rid of that ball right away. Izzy brings it down, goes left, sees Mallory. Nothing readily apparent, so they're going to work it around a little bit. Might work on a play. So Mallory foul on Woburn, so she keeps possession, but it was outside the circle, outside the critical shooting area, so it was not an 8-meter free shot. So they're going to deputize again, or this goalie is going to leave the circle. One of the field players will go in and pick it up and move it up the field. But DS doing a great job of anticipating that and really not letting her move up the field. Triple team, they just, it's hard to not get too close when you have 3 girls on one. The right idea. The other thing, our girls are fast enough that if they're not getting the, nice defense on Alex White, forces the girl to switch it to her other hand. Nora picks it up, sees Holly. That was a nice check. So checks really have to move the ball away from the girl. And that was a legal one and a very effective one, but we retained possession.
Good cut
great
by
cut
Izzy
by
Perizzo and a
Izzy.
great goal. Really nice cut
Nice
across
cut
the
by
face-off
Izzy
circle.
And perfectly fed by Mallory. Yeah, they're moving around. So
It's now 8-1 with 3:02 left in the half. And they're starting to move the ball around and get everybody an opportunity to shoot.
And Mallory's still going to stay in the center. The draw, the nice thing by having multiple people who are able to take the draw is Nora is not only is she so strong in the center, but she's great on the circle. She has a great first step off the circle, and so she's often able to pull down the draw, even if she's not the one in the center. Oh, Mallory, great draw, good look. Not quite there, right idea. I think this looks like a very athletic girl, but Mallory's running with her. not really, and going to be picked up on a beautiful double team by Molly, who picks it right up. Excellent.
Up
Sees
to
Alex
Alex.
White in the center of the field, who
To
sees
Nell
Nell.
Green.
This is really where I think they've been doing an excellent job this season of transitioning that ball down the field. Izzy keeps control of it. She's right away looking for Caroline Bono, who has gone lefty. Oh, now she's back to her right.
Behind the net to Holly Birchman. Looks like they're setting up, starting to run some cuts here. Being patient on offense.
So now they have Mallory behind the restraining line. Alex White down in the offensive zone.
Oh, nice
beautiful
cut.
Feed. Woburn coach not happy right now with how our girls are settling down on defense. Tough though. When you're working against a.
They seem a little outmanned.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think our girls, the stick skills of our girls are definitely showing.
Oh,
beautiful
beautiful.
cut by Caroline. Although she took a stick to the head, I think, or the hand. She might have forced that ball high. But again, because it was a shot, we retained possession because Devin was the first to the end line. So we're going to work it around to lift again. Oh, she saw Caroline up top.
Little high.
Little top. Now, Alex has come back so that Kate
So
can
the
bring
Kate
it
can
in.
carry it up.
And she'll stay out while Kate cuts through. So far they've been doing a good job, other than Eric, as you said, that one time they got called for it in the Situate game. They've done a good job of communicating on that transition, who goes in and who stays back. And if you can do that, you really can mess up the other team, because if they're not paying attention, you have that cutter coming straight through unmanned. Great feed by Nora to Nell. Nell, usually one of those wily cutters, frequently in front of the net. Didn't even realize she was cutting through.
Nice
Nice
pass.
cut.
Bono with a great shot.
Great shot.
Good cut. Pass from Birchman to Bono. Lower right corner.
Yeah.
34 seconds left in the half. Score 8-1 Dover-Sherborn.
9-1.
9-1 Dover-Sherborn.
Even better. The versatility, really. The fact that Caroline comes off the bench, puts one in. She has a great shot.
Dana, when you coach the girls, where do you tell them to shoot, typically?
Wherever the goalie's not.
Ah, okay. There's words of wisdom. It frustrates me sometimes that they shoot hard at where there's the most goalie, which is midsection and where the stick is, and they don't bounce it at their feet. But that's just me.
You know what? Some girls, I mean, obviously your best players can
pick the top corner.
Do both.
Sure.
They can do top corner or low.
Yeah.
But you're right. A lot of goalies, it's very hard to control a low shot, especially if it's coming off the bounce.
Well, and you also think about what is down low at the goalie's feet. It's their ankles and their feet. Up in their midsection, they've got the stick, they got the gloves, they got the chest protector. There's a lot more goalie in the middle of the net than there is down low.
Right. I mean, your best attackers not only know where the goalie is at the time, but also what her strengths are.
Sure.
So as you can see, Cricket's a left-handed goalie. So if Woburn were, if when they have a strong girl coming in net, she's going to be working the other side.
And it's halftime.
Halftime. Excellent. I think their coach was trying to get one more shot in, but we go into half with the Raiders up.
9-1. We'll talk to you in a few minutes.
You know, my mother used to say a long time ago, whenever there would be any really catastrophe that was in the movies or on the air, she would say, always look for the helpers. There will always be helpers, you know, even just on the sidelines. That's why I think that if news programs could make a conscious effort of showing rescue teams, of showing medical people, anybody who is coming into a place where there's a tragedy, to be sure that they include that. Because if you look for the helpers, you'll know that there's hope.
Back for the start of the second half. What did you see the first half that you'd like to see continue or fix?
I guess I would take 18-2 if that's what you're asking. So I think we had a pretty good first half at 9-1. Dana?
I think what they're doing really well is moving the ball around. They are challenging on the fast breaks where there's an opportunity. They're taking the shot, not always putting it in the net. Obviously, that's something they work on during the course of the season. When they don't have that shot, they're pulling back and being patient. I think there were a couple times in the Situate game where they were getting impatient and trying to force someone into a shot that wasn't there, and I think they have not been doing that. Or I guess the flip side is they have been being more patient.
Yeah, and certainly with a 9-1 score, we've got the opportunity to control the ball and be a lot more patient on offense. Starting the second half, we've got.
Looks like they're gonna have Ellie Smith, Nell, and Caroline up top. We've got attack wings Devin and Mallory, Nora in the center, Alex and Olivia on D wing, and Izzy, Molly, and Kate in the back. So almost the same starting lineup that we had when we started. I'm sure, though, it looks like Holly might be taking a little break.
It looks like the defenders were putting on a little show for you there, Tom.
Oh, I missed
yeah,
it.
There was a little dance on the defense for the cameras.
Yeah. I was trying to find Holly, but looks like she might be taking a little rest in the second half. She had been out with a twisted ankle for a week or so earlier this season, so I think maybe with a 9-1 lead, they're giving her a little bit of a rest.
Oh, okay, so she's not in on, yes, Caroline Bono looks
Right,
like is starting in that
smart.
position.
That's
Yeah, that's fine.
good management. Good personnel management, I would say.
Goalie's ready, ref's ready, and ball in the stick.
No, same goalie, right? Yeah. It might be. I do know someone was saying the other day that they don't always have the same goalie. Animated coach. You gotta love to see the excitement in the coach.
Olivia Wayne can turn on those jets when she gets the ball. That was good to see.
Exactly. So she sees Mallory in the
Over
center.
to Mallory. Wide open.
Ellie, and nice shot selection.
Ellie with a good shot. Low and to the right of the goalie.
She put it right between the goalie and the post. That was very well selected. I think we definitely have the edge in the goalie department today. I think Crickett's showing her strength in goal. I'm not sure that their goalie has quite the same amount of experience in the net.
And it's 10-1 with 24:34 remaining. Back at the draw.
Well contested between Nora and their center, Abby. So
that looked like a third-grade boys scrum right there, Dana. We got a lot of people in one area here. Let's see if we can spread out.
Scrum, a little rugby scrum here. So once the whistle's blown, all the girls have to move 4 meters away, which is why we tell the youth girls, if you don't have a good check, don't take it, because last thing you want to be is 4 meters behind your girl and she has a free path to goal. Fortunately, defense was able to recover pretty quickly and set up.
Yeah, Woburn looking to set up a play. 16 behind the net. Patience. Good defense.
So our defense, what you see is the girls have their heels on that red fan, on the 8-meter fan. The rule is similar. Oh, nice crease roll by number 9.
Great save, though. Great save.
Quick release to Olivia Wayne, who moves it up the sideline to Izzy, who will go left. Now they're going to try and use the sideline to push her out, but she's able to get rid of it to Nell, who then brings it back towards switching fields, looking over to the right side, sees Devin. And now we will set up. Show some patience around here. My guess is at 10-1, we probably will take the opportunity to set up some plays and work things around as opposed to really drive to the net right away. So Caroline Bono working it around.
Devin Laidman up top. Over to Nell. Good patience. Down to Alex White.
To Ellie. So their coach just yelled, "I can't hear you." One of the keys to defense is that you need to communicate. You're saying who has the ball. If you have ball, you're hearing it, got ball. A lot of times you'll hear from the right or the left, "I'm your help." In other words, you want to drive the offensive player to one direction or the other in order to pick up a double team. So she really wants them to get a little more aggressive. It's tough if we're just working it around. It's pretty easy to kill time on the clock.
Do the girls ever unload from way up high, Dana, or do they get called for dangerous shot if they're trying to shoot through defense?
You know,
The boys game, they fire from way up top sometimes.
Right. You know, I just don't think they have good percentages that way. There's nothing, as far as I know, illegal.
Beautiful pass into Devin right at the top of the circle, uncovered, and puts it down low at the goalie's feet, and surprise, the ball goes in the net.
Eric, they must have heard what you were saying.
Well, did you see what happened on that great shot from Woburn last time? She shot it right waist high.
Goalie.
Stick was there.
I think we need the Eric Green shooting clinic. I think.
Bud Light Clinic.
All right, so putting another one on. They were very patient there. They waited until they had a great opportunity. Woburn was focused on the top of the fan, and Devin snuck right in low.
11-1 with 21:53 remaining. Back at the draw, straight up draw, and a one-handed grab. Ooh, good check.
Nora is great at that. She
Yeah, that
really
was.
is. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get the stick down to keep control, but she had it in her hand. So you can tell the stick control of number 16. She definitely is their strongest player.
Great defensive play.
Great defensive
Good stop. And
the other thing, if you'll see,
that's errant pass is going to go back to Woburn.
in addition to shot placement, Eric, as you were saying, it's also a matter of what your angle is to the goal. So what you saw is the Woburn player roll around the crease, but she didn't come far enough. So she had no angle. It was very easy for Cricket to put her body between where the girl was shooting and the net. So it's position and placement and power. There are a lot of things we can pick up on shots.
We're just closing down and double teaming when they're coming to the middle.
Oh, beautiful anticipation by Nora, who knocks it just enough that Cricket's able to pick it up in the goal. Woburn being a little more aggressive on those clears, not giving us the easy clear. Good
Devin
view.
wide open. She's got Liz Smith on the right. They're going to be patient, settle it down, I guess.
Yeah.
Carrying behind the net.
Again, I think with the, she sees Alex, but they don't use her.
They're calling 4. This was the one they usually stack more on one side with this one. Nope. Cutting through.
Right, so the cutters all come from one point.
Oh, that's nice. Nice save, though.
Nice save by the goalie. Although we retain control, we get the rebound.
Ooh, kind of forced that one. Woburn gets possession back.
Oh, nice anticipation by Kate. Really nice. I think that was a little incidental contact. I don't think that was intentional, but they.
Don't be a homer.
They give they give the ball to the Woburn player. Although I think she's still figuring out if she's in one piece. Wasn't quite ready for that whistle to blow. Look at that collapse. Great defense. You just can't drive through 3 girls like that. Molly comes up with the loose ball. What is it they say? Ground balls win games? I seem to remember boys using that pretty successfully over the past few years. Is he bringing it down? I'm going to work it around a little more. So we're bringing in another player, making sure this is the girl that hit the turf. Make sure she's okay. Nora very very good.
Oh,
at
that was a
drawing
nice
the
switch.
double team.
Wow.
Wow, she
Changed hands.
Yep.
She beat two defenders and puts it down low in the corner.
Actually, she is a very strong player. Holly Birchman coming back
Checking
in.
back in.
Give Nell a rest. Nell's been working well up top today. Like to see Woburn not giving up. That's good. Just the nice thing about lacrosse is momentum can change pretty quickly. So you can never really rest on a big lead or give up if you're behind. You can, as one of their team just shouted, it only takes 6 seconds to score a goal. If you can control the draw, although when we control the draw,
Nice face off. We've got numbers. Settling it down behind the net.
yeah, I think
Patience,
with this,
yeah.
I think with this, there's a bit of sportsmanship here
Yes.
too. You're not going to drive the net when you're up by 12 or 11. Mallory to Holly. Holly going to see if she can pull the defenders. So one of the things these guys do well is if they try and roll the crease and draw a double team, they're good at looking for who has just been freed up and feed that girl on a cut into the net. Working around a little bit more. Again, with the strength of this offense, really any one of them is a threat to head in. Nora showing a lot of patience in there. She really didn't have any good real estate to goal.
That's a pass, so that'll go to Woburn.
Right. Are they going to call?
Are they going to call it a shot? No.
Okay.
It looked like a pass to me.
I think you're right.
Wishful thinking.
If Nora gets the next goal, it's her 100th goal, so you know.
We were just informed by our chief statistician that if Nora Clemmer gets her next goal, it's number 100.
Wow, so that's awesome. So early in the season, that's fabulous. It's a nice milestone for any attacker. I remember last year when Dana Swafield got her 100th goal, and the year before that, Casey Flight. Some really great history in these 100 goal-scoring players. Quick speed by Olivia Wayne to track down that errant shot. Molly bringing it across, seeing Kate. Back to Izzy in the center.
Tommy and I were doing a little research the other day, Dana, and we were checking out the Westwood stats in anticipation of that big matchup, and it was 121 to 16 goals scored to goals allowed this year for Westwood.
Yeah.
Should be an interesting one.
You know, I think I hear you, and it's with such a dominant team as Westwood, sometimes it's hard to get up for that game. But I have to tell you, I think girl for girl, we have a lot of talent on this team, and I think while the outcome, it might be hard to envision a victory, I think that we could have a very good game with them. I see no reason. We play with them. We play them man to man in the youth program. Our JV team last year was 2 very close games in the season. So obviously they have a top-notch coach in Leslie Frank, but you know, I think we should have a good game. No matter what the final score might be. I think they're trying to encourage their goalie. I'm getting the sense that she might be either a new goalie
We were informed she was the JV goalie. The varsity goalie's hurt, I believe, for
okay.
Woburn. So.
Well, then she's doing pretty well.
Yeah,
I
give
would
this.
say. It's good to encourage young players.
Tenacious defense by McGill.
Nice double team
Yep.
by Molly and Izzy. Olivia being challenged.
Ball down.
Kate almost comes up with that. Yeah, they're
They're going to call that one.
Yeah, it's tempting to want to go after that ball, but
When the stick's that high, you can't
The thing is, you can check above their head in high school. You can't use the issue is the ball. It has to go away from the sphere, and your stick can't be anywhere near their sphere. So the probability is you'll be called, which is why a lot of times you're better off just not even going for that check. I think they were out of bounds. Yeah, she stepped over the end line, so they're going to give it to Alex.
Well, Alex with a good check to push her out there on the end line.
Alex, some good wheels up the side. Let's see if she sees coming down. She's very good at rolling out of that pressure and getting rid of it to the open girl.
Dana, can you help me? I don't have, looks like number 7 looking to check in. I don't know who that is.
Freshman
Oh, Taylor
Taylor
Connors.
heading
Okay.
in. She's a very strong defender.
Excellent. Giving Izzy Parizeau a break.
Right, so she's come up for the youth program. She's currently playing JV. She plays year-round for Rev. I think she'll be a good addition on the field. I think she's getting some great time on the JV team. It's nice on this vacation week to have some of the girls up here playing.
Oh, Birchman
varsity.
wanted that one.
Wow, that is
that is a
was a
determination
solo.
goal. Yeah, decided we were going to the net, and we went to the net.
Good.
12 minutes and 14 seconds left now, 13-1 Dover-Sherborn.
Great, I think hopefully we have a couple more JV players that are playing with us today. We have Ellie Berger and Haley Niziak here as well, so hopefully they'll get some time.
Yeah, we'll
on
get
the
them
field.
in here with 12 minutes to play.
Yep, looks like Haley's might be ready to go in.
But I see what you were doing.
Which is great. I think it's good that these young players are getting some varsity time. I think the first time you probably play in a varsity game, it must be a little intimidating.
It's also exciting to get 2 wins this week with two veteran players away for schoolwork.
Excellent
It's
point.
always good to get other people some playing time, and nice to pick up these wins.
Especially the Situate one, as someone was pointing out after the game, they are, and when we get to tournament time, now that I think we can be pretty confident that we'll be able to make it in, even though we shouldn't be counting it as a certainty, that Situate would be the kind of team that we would play probably pretty deep into the tournament. They are a good Division II South Sectional rival.
What did we say, Tom? We looked up their power ranking. Situate was 15th?
They're right behind DS.
Yeah.
They're 15, Hopping, DS is 14, Hopping is 13.
So I think those 3 and Medfield are some perennial Division II South Sectional teams. So it bodes well if we're able to pull off those kind of wins during the regular season. I think it gives our girls a lot of confidence as we head deeper into this season. So Mallory's bringing it down.
Setting up behind the net, Mallory Stewart. Looks like we're going to be patient here with 10:26 remaining.
Right, we do have Haley Niziak in there, number 25, getting her first few minutes in the varsity game. So Alex. Nice feed by Alex. Oh, and there's Nora.
And that's the
Clemmer's
100th goal.
Congratulations, Nora. So that is Nora Clemmer, senior captain Nora Clemmer's 100th goal in a DS uniform. A great moment, I think, for any player. We'll get an automatic timeout on the field. She'll be awarded the ball, which I suspect your teammates might sign afterwards. A nice feed by Alex and perfect position by Nora Clemmer. Congratulations, Nora.
Yeah, that's very exciting.
Coach Aaron Newton presenting her with the ball. Good team moment. Is that her 6th goal of the game? I kind of lost track.
5 or 6 sounds about right. Of the 13, she's had a really strong game.
That was her 100th.
Yes,
Oh, you got that?
we got that. Thank you.
Team photographers coming out to capture the moments out there. Absolutely, or being asked to put it on the loudspeaker. Our top-notch
Yeah.
cameraman and AV whiz, Tom McGill.
Dana, that's you.
We're seeing if we have.
We good? We on?
Are we on?
the top one.
All right, so am I? Oh, there was the intro. Are we on? Okay, so congratulations to senior captain Nora Clemmer on her 100th goal. Not on, should I just shout it? I can do that. Congratulations to Nora Clemmer on her 100th goal in a Dover-Sherborn uniform. Thank you. I just deafened all the people listening on cable right now.
Oh.
Whoops.
Whoops. Whatever, that cable's dead.
Okay, sorry about that.
All right, back to live action, 13-1 with 9:59 remaining. Congratulations again, Nora Clemmer, on her 100th goal.
Excellent. So I think she's going to take a little rest.
She's taking a little break.
Fabulous.
Looking at the video of the 100th goal on the iPhone.
There you go, I love it. All right, well, Woburn not giving up. Hoping to get a little momentum in this game. But a nice defensive play by Kate Masterson, who gives it to Alex. Although Woburn anticipated that that pass well. Wow, and she was not to be denied on that.
No,
I think
was headed to the net on that one.
They tried to pick her up. Some pretty good defense, but she was not going to miss that one. Sorry, that's a good effort. You like to see those efforts out there. Let's see, we still have still have our two freshmen out on the field, getting some time. Mallory Stewart in the center for the draw. We have Nell Green and Devin up on the circle on the attack side, and Alex and Olivia still on the circle on the defensive side. Looks like it's going over to Olivia. All right, girls. Again, they are heading right to goal. They are not taking any chances. So that was Abby, not to be denied.
13-3 with 8:40 remaining, and two quick goals by Woburn.
It really does. It shows you how quickly this any game can turn. I think Dover-Sherborn still having good control of the game, but it shows you how quickly the other team can put a few in. I suspect our girls will be a little stronger on the fast break now.
Well, we've moved three girls to the defensive side of the circle.
Right, exactly. Oh, that's it. Oh, excellent. Olivia comes down with the draw. She and Nell were in perfect position. Good wheels on Olivia. She'll probably.
Oh.
And, a little aggressive defense there. And this is is he giving her a direct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Looks like she's got enough room to shoot, and she does. And she bounces one in.
Right. I'm telling you, Eric, they're listening to you.
Yes.
Almost all their shots have been low since
I
your
commented.
comment. I actually, not having the stats in front of me, but that is quite a number of the team who have scored today. Again, one of their strengths of the season is how versatile they are on scoring threats.
Balance.
That's the word I was looking for, balance. Thank you, Tom McGill. Not only is he a cameraman, but he is a walking thesaurus.
14-3 with 7:18 left.
Devin Laidman.
Devin
great
Laidman takes
control.
it down.
And they are absolutely putting higher pressure on our players. Cricket was ready to act as an outlet in the back, which is when you have a goalie who is so comfortable in her role, she's not just saving shots, she's really part of the field. Come on, girls. There you go. Alex coming out with the ball.
Ooh.
Yeah, she paid for
Strong
that one.
check.
Yep, but she comes out again.
Oh, that one's going to.
I think 20 reached in a little.
Yeah. Looked that way.
Yeah, good perseverance coming up with 2 ground balls. Now Alex will gives it to Haley. Pull it and great movement in front of the net, but my guess is they're making sure that those scoring opportunities are 100% before they take them. Alex wanting the ball up top. They're going to work it around again.
Oh,
Oh, beautiful save by the goalie. It was a nice give and go, really quick feed. And bringing it back up. Good double team. Taylor Connors on defense. Great defense, Taylor. Forcing a errant pass.
and Olivia Wayne up with the ball again
Picked it
and
up,
speeding
sees
through
Holly.
midfield. Nice pass to Holly Birchman.
Holly sees Mallory back in the center.
Settling it back down. Oh,
Nice backup by Haley. And now we have Ellie Berger heading in. So we have all three freshmen on the field.
excellent.
Excellent. Good to see Alex White coming off after a strong game on transition. Yeah, that Woburn definitely putting pressure on our settled offense here. Not letting us just eat off the clock. We have 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Nice cut by Holly.
Left-handed shot. Goalie with a foot save. Birchman retains possession behind the net. Ellie over to Nell in the corner. Just working it around the outside now, killing some clock.
Devin challenging, really not seeing anything, so she pulls back out. Oh, nice cut by Nell. Come on, oh, Haley, great pickup.
Nice
and a
finish.
Shot.
Oh, freshman to the midsection.
Oh, that's okay.
Got to get that one low. Good shot, though.
Her first shot. Glad she took that shot, though. Got to take them. Olivia keeping control over to Nell, to Holly. My guess is they'll probably try and kill as much of this clock as possible, try and keep it up in this offensive zone. So Haley just came back, sent Kate up top to Haley, or to Mallory, sorry. Haley back.
Devin, back to Haley.
Good. Good. So the Woburn coach telling them to pressure, knowing that with only 3 minutes to go, they need to actually force a turnover. They can't just let us kill 3 minutes off the clock.
Oh,
Feed
nice
to
feed
Mallory.
and a goal.
Yeah.
Really nice pass over the top by Birchman to Mallory Stewart and lower left corner goal.
So we have Nora Clemmer coming back on, Izzy Parizeau coming back on, Ellie and Mallory taking
Little break.
probably the rest of the game off. We still have our three freshmen on the field. It's great to see. Giving the starters some time off. Definitely, Eric, as you pointed out, stacking the defense a little bit on the draw. And being in great position. Ellie Berger getting a stick on the ball. Empty stick check on Woburn, so Ellie will retain possession. So she's looking right away for who's cutting. Probably Izzy up at the
Izzy
top.
Parizeau on the left. Good call, Dana. Looks like she's going to.
Or Holly over there
Yep.
on the far right. Yep, she's going for Holly, who comes back to the ball. Beautiful transition. Who just overleads Olivia.
Oh, but Olivia's going to get to it.
Fortunately, Olivia's
She's
so
gonna
fast,
track
she can
that
chase
down.
Holly has great field vision and then the ability to get the pass to the girl. Izzy working around to Nora. Again, this is what they did so well against Scituate. They were able to kill the clock the last few minutes by just moving the ball around with good possession not taking any unnecessary shots. And oh, nice cut by Nora. Olivia chasing down yet another ground ball. Keeping possession. We have just about a minute left, so we should be able to kill the clock here. Maybe Nell wants one more goal for the day.
And she gets it.
So 17-3, 58 seconds to go. So this will put the girls at 6-0. Might be, it has to be one of our best starts ever, I have to believe. We'll enjoy going into this Tuesday's match against Westwood. And then Friday against Medfield. This is going to be a great week.
Yes, Westwood on Tuesday at 3:45.
That'll be
it's
over
here.
On the
Is that here?
Street. Yeah, it's over on the Farm Street field.
Ah.
Over on the grass field because we have a track meet here. Cricket picking up the loose ball. We have about 45 seconds to go. She's going to bring it down. See if she can. Yep, she'll be hauling back to that goal. Kate picking it up, working it around to Ellie Berger. 30 seconds to go. Gives it to Izzy, who sees Holly in the middle. I think she's just trying to kill the clock now. 20 seconds to go. So now, there we go. Last few seconds. Seemed like a pretty good check to me, but can't call the game from out here. 2 seconds to go. Looks like Haley will just hold it for the end. Great. Great win.
And the final is 17-3, Dover-Sherborn over Woburn.
Great game. Looking forward to a good week of lacrosse this week.
We're getting better every single game.
Love it. Congratulations, girls, and congratulations to Nora Clemmer on her 100th goal.
So that's it from Nora Clemmer Field, and we'll see you all on
Tuesday afternoon.